Hey, hi.
Welcome again, guys.
Welcome again to episode 2 of Gltvchat.
Yes.
Yes, welcome guys to our channel. I'm Stella.
I'm Augustine.
Yes, so this is episode 2, guys. Episode 1 is in the link below if you haven't watched it.
Yes.
This channel is all about giving you tips and just discussing.
Our relationship.
Yes, it's about relationship, discussing questions that partners are too afraid to to ask each other, and giving you tips on how you can, live happily with your partner in your relationship. So today we're talking about something very interesting, but before then we want to do a shout out to the first person to leave a comment in episode 1.
Orale.
Constance. Shout out to Orale. Constance, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you to Chica. Keep all the comments coming. Meanwhile, before we even get into it, like,
share, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you to all our subscribers. We're growing. We're just starting. Nurture us by subscribing and sharing our videos. So before we dig in, as usual, we'll have a drink with you and with us, guys. Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. So today, let's go into it, guys. We are talking about how not to get frustrated with your partner during this lockdown. Nobody knows how long it's going to be around for. So we are very concerned that a lot of people are frustrated with their partners. There have been divorces, there have been separations, they can't stand each other. So we're going to talk about that, why it's happening, and what you can do to prevent that from happening. Okay? So my love, do you want to...
And again, I would like to say that you might be watching this program, your country might not be in lockdown. So,
That's true.
So this can also apply to you on how you live within the house.
Yes. Weekends.
In your relationship.
Maybe both of you do weekend, weekday work, and weekends you're together.
Yeah. So I also want to say that the word lockdown is just a government restriction.
Yes.
For outdoor activities, mostly. It's not for people who have to have sound mental health.
Yes.
This is how I explain it to you. So when you are getting disturbed, you're under lockdown. You tell yourself that your emotion is not on lockdown.
Absolutely.
Your feeling for your partner, wife, relationship is not under lockdown.
Okay.
So people should not extend their lockdown to their how they live in their houses. You are not the one on lockdown.
Yes.
It is the society that is on lockdown.
So get it out of your head.
And it is the government that has announced
so
lockdown.
That's the starting point.
So start from there.
So that's the starting point, guys. My husband has said it very, very true. It's a mental thing. There's a lot of mental health issues. But first of all, disabuse yourself that nobody has put you in prison. In your house, you're not in prison, guys. Come on. For us, it's been a brilliant time because it's giving us even more bonding time, So it depends on you. What kind of relationship do you want? Actually, this lockdown, see it as a blessing. See it as a blessing, an opportunity for you to spend much time with your husband or your wife or your partner in your relationship, or your kids. If you have children, it's a wonderful time. Depending if you're the kind of person that is optimistic, so you see a cup as half full, or if you are someone who pessimistic, looking at it as half empty. But I will encourage you to cross over to the side of optimism. Look, there are practical things you can do. Let's just go straight into it. One of it is you can do stuff together and you can do stuff apart as well. So you have to respect each other's space and love your time together. For example, you can cook together. If one person is cooking, or if you are not cooking together, one person is cooking, the other person is assisting or just watching and chatting with the other person. Perfect. So if the man is cooking, the woman is chatting with you. If the woman is cooking, the man is chatting with you. You could do that. Or you could iron, you could do laundry. There's so many things. You could play games and you could gossip, you could chat. There's opportunity to laugh a lot. And also, boredom leads to frustration, guys. You need my love.
If
you are bored, you can really get frustrated. So find a passion. If you don't have a passion, I like to write romance novels. My husband likes to do music. You can start sewing. You can start anything. You can start drawing. You can become an artist during this lockdown. Find an interest. Go online. All you need is internet. If you have internet, you cannot be bored. Find a new passion. Spend time on it. So both of you spend time apart while you are living in the same house during the day, and also spend quality time together and watch movies. Netflix. You know, there's so many sites you can, what do you call it? You can subscribe, pay for, and watch movies together. It's like the cinema. Eat popcorn together while you are watching. Eat food together while you are watching. You are gisting. Oh my God, you don't understand. It's amazing. It's practical.
I want people to understand what the word space means in relationship. You see, I've come to understand that some people misunderstand it to be, I need my space. When the partner is not happy, it can be the male or the female, due to the other one saying something he doesn't like, or is angry, say, I need my space. That's not the space
we're talking about.
That we're talking about.
No.
And in any case, you don't need that kind of toxic space during lockdown.
No, absolutely.
If you were having that kind of toxic space before, I will advise you not to apply it during lockdown. It's one of the things that will make lockdown very uninteresting to you.
And frustrating.
Yeah, so rather than having your own space to think about what the other person has said that is wrong, it is an opportunity to harmonize, reach agreement, sorting out of issues.
Quarrels.
I used to say that during lockdown, it's a time for partners or people in a relationship to remember the exciting times of their relationship, not remembering that, oh, it's not lockdown, I'm stuck with this man now. This is time he will so frustrate me with his behavior. It's not. So it is a time for people to remember the good times. I would advise you not to pick the bad times during lockdown. Even if you are to pick it any time, this is not the time to pick those ones. Keep it for another day if you intend to revisit it. But for lockdown, it will be advisable that you pick the exciting times. Now, creativity. I also advise when you do your creativity, you don't do it apart. There's nothing wrong in you doing your creativity in the same room where your partner or your other better half is seated.
What if it's music like you?
Yeah, like me, music. My wife writes.
Your space.
When I'm humming tunes and all that, becomes very
distracting.
That's understandable. But if you have interest like knitting, needlework, knitting, baking of cake, I don't think,
or painting,
artwork. You're doing artwork.
Painting,
sewing, all those kind of things that is not loud.
It's not. It doesn't disturb anyone.
Distract.
You can actually take interest on what you're doing.
And mark you. This is another thing. You are not doing an exam. It's
you
not.
Always say that.
It's not something that because you are doing creative work, you cannot be interrupted.
It's true.
Because one can be doing creative work. I know his ideas are flowing, but don't see the person as a nuisance coming often where you are trying to do something.
Appreciate the person.
So it's not a time for nagging.
No.
It's not a time for
stop nagging, guys. Stop nagging.
It's not
I'm complaining.
Time for
or you can complain.
Championing the cause of your manifesto.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, leading on from that, nagging is a distasteful habit actually. Nagging means you're repeating something over and over and over again. Maybe you just find a nice way to say, like, I do that to my husband. I don't nag, but I can just say something. I don't like what you're doing. Depends on your tone, depending on your voice, depending on your pitch. Guys, it's not what you say. It's how you say it. So you don't be nasty when you are saying it. And you don't be like that annoying fly in somebody's ear. Do you get what I mean? You know what I'm talking about.
Mosquito.
Yes. Another thing is, guys, another quality you need during this lockdown is patience. Be patient. Overlook a lot of things. There's so many things people complain about and get irritated about. We're all human beings. Do you get? Just talk, have a dialogue with yourself as well. Because remember, you are not perfect, but we tend to always see the other side, see the other person's imperfections more than ours. But if you just spend some time looking at your own imperfections, just do some self-appraisal. It will help. It will help you to be patient with your partner. Another thing is maturity. You've got to be matured, guys. And don't insult each other in terms of, you can't tell your husband or your fiance or the partner you are living with, you're very stupid, you are daft, you don't know what you're doing, you are an idiot. Jesus Christ. No. Remember, you decided to be in a relationship as support, support each other as equals, even if it's not equal, but you know what I mean. Don't, no matter what happens, make up your mind in your marriage that you're not going to curse each other. It was something it was a decision I made before I ever got married. You can't, no matter how angry you are, if you're so angry, guys, keep quiet.
Let me help you.
Just shut up. Instead of saying things like F you and stuff like that, SIHT, you don't talk to your partner like that. Respect, maturity. I'm coming, my love. Respect, maturity, and take turns with the kids. If you have 2 kids, I don't know, depending on the ages of your children. If they are babies, take turns with them, play with them together. If they are young, play games together. We have board games. Go to Amazon or go online, buy board games, play together. If your kids are older like ours, they want to spend their own time by themselves. Then we have free time for each other. I'm always telling my husband, put on a movie on Netflix, put on a movie. I love it because it reminds me of going to the cinema. You can replicate a lot of all these recreational activities at home. That is what lockdown gives you. Treasure what lockdown gives you instead of mourning about what it doesn't give you. Yes, my love.
Well, I'm trying to remember all the points you have. Because that's why I wanted to pause.
Patience, maturity.
Okay.
Not nagging, taking turns with the kids.
First of all, patience. The issue of patience is an education. It's a learning process you don't graduate from till one leaves the earth.
True.
So the issue of patience has to do with how patient and how long can your patience last.
Give us an example, my love.
The issue of a repeated behavior or behavioral pattern that seems to have no end from one partner becomes not just nagging, it becomes like a perpetual stain. So the man or the woman begins to wonder whether it was a mistake
that I got married
or entered into the circle that has no end.
I will ask a question at the end. I like that.
So this is the issue of patience. But the turning point of the issue of patience is that as long as you are in it, you continue to run the race. You continue to be patient. You need to endure everything that you go through. Like I've told somebody before, somebody has to be, in quote, foolish to be able to allow things to work in an imperfect world.
I have a question for you, man.
No, you have a comment.
Okay,
You
okay.
have, because I'm trying to remember how you're talking. Then my wife mentioned the issue of the way partners address themselves.
Yeah.
Let me tell you from a male perspective.
Please tell us.
It's not like you said. It's not what you say. It's how you have said it. Now, how you have said it, I give example of calling a man or a woman an idiot. Jesus. Can be interpreted and stretched very well. First of all, you have just told the man or woman he has no home training.
Yes.
And by extension, you have just said his parents did not know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So you have insulted not just a representative of the household where the man comes from or the woman. You have insulted the people that gave birth to him.
Now you know why he can't stand you or she can't stand you.
So that is the interpretation, the full interpretation of an idiot.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't just have to do with an educational idiot or a literate idiot. Because even if you are an illiterate, you can also be a very wise man. You don't have to be an idiot when you are an illiterate. So those are the two. Let me finish my sentence.
Carry on.
So those are the two issues.
Yeah.
Now the issue of replicating outdoor activities.
Yeah. Inside
the house.
Yeah.
It is
see your sexy lips when you're talking.
It is a well-known fact that it takes two to tango.
Yes.
So even if you were outside to enjoy the luxury of no restriction, at the end of the day, it is you that is enjoying it. If you are eating, it's you that is eating. You don't eat for somebody else.
No.
I've never heard it before. Somebody is hungry and say, let me eat for you.
So that means if your home is sweet, you are the one enjoying it. Tell me why doesn't that motivate you to want to make your home sweet? That is the question.
Yeah, so you can never eat for somebody else.
No.
You can never use your eye to see for somebody else.
No.
So if you are watching movie, when you go out to watch movies, the content of what your eye sees sinks into your brain and gives you emotional satisfaction.
Yeah. Do you know that watching movies can become another reason to argue? For couples who argue a lot, look, there are so many reasons. We are telling you now, throw arguing out of the door. When my husband and I want to watch a movie, I am a die-hard romantic. If you've been watching our channel, you will know I write romance novels. I love it. My husband he loves crime, thriller, action, killing, and everything, and I hate them. But guess what? Over time, I've had to compromise. He has had to compromise. Sometimes I say, so he chooses, I tell him to choose the film. But I'm dreading it. Oh my God, it's going to be another killing, crime lord, drugs, those kind of thing. But we found a way. I've begun to open my mind to watch action movies because of my husband. It took a long time, took years, but I've started to. So, but you can shorten it. Try. If your wife likes musicals or she likes all these kind of, try it. And also you too, try what your husband likes.
Now, the lockdown is an opportunity to see what restriction means. Because in a relationship, many partners do not even know each other very well. Because of the hustles and
hustle and bustle of life.
People leave home very early to look for their daily bread.
Yeah.
And mark you, for those of us who are Christians, who say, Lord, give us this day our daily bread. People who go out don't only fight for their daily bread, and they fight for the next tomorrow's own, next week's own, and next year's own,
and 5 years time.
And they don't come home early.
Long-term career.
And all these things can jam the brain and put the brain in lockdown.
Yeah.
So rather than blame the government that are in lockdown, people have been in lockdown before lockdown was announced.
Yeah.
The hustles of life has locked them down.
Yeah.
They will testify honestly that they have been in lockdown even before the official lockdown.
Yeah.
So why not release yourself from that unofficial lockdown?
Yes.
So that you'll be free.
Yeah.
So and try and understand what your partner or your wife really likes.
Yeah.
Because people don't even know
Their partners.
their partners, because